Well, the answer depends on who voters choose as the state's next governor. Joining me now, Republican candidate for California governor who has pushed for a full reassessment of that project's direction, Steve Hilton. Steve, it's great to see you.
Fantastic to be with you. I'm afraid the bad news is it's even worse than David outlined there. The original plan, if you can call it that, was for this train to take you from San Francisco to LA in 2.5 hours for $33 billion, as he mentioned. Right now, the plan that's going to be $230 billion is not even high-speed rail all the way. The first phase from San Francisco to the top of the Central Valley is on regular tracks that we already have. Then there's a high-speed section from Merced to Bakersfield at the bottom of the Central Valley. Then from Bakersfield to LA, it's a bus, if you can believe that. That journey alone, I've done it many times, can take 2.5 hours in traffic. So the whole thing is insane. Here's the good news, though, that actually it's not just that it's ridiculous in all the ways that we've outlined, that they've already spent half the money, about 15 billion has already been spent without any track being laid. On top of that, this project is not just ridiculous and insane, it's actually illegal, because the original legislation stated that it had to operate without public subsidy. Now, in the latest business plan, they're saying that that's not going to be the case. So I've made it clear, on day one as governor, I will stop payments to this project because it doesn't even meet the standard of the law that initially enabled it. And we're going to spend money on sensible improvements in transportation. For example, widening the 99 highway that goes right where those bridges to nowhere are being built through the Central Valley. Things that will actually help people and businesses.
Is it even worth saving the project? I mean, that's the simplest question I can ask you here as somebody that did live in California. There is no way that this project should be saved.
No, not at all. And by the way, just since we're thinking about the future, Elon Musk has said, now, he hasn't sort of gone to put any specific plans out there, but he said that he could build a tunnel. Remember, he's got the Boring Company. They're already building tunnels that are operational in Vegas to show how the idea works, that he could build a tunnel from San Francisco to LA to whisk people at high speed for $5 billion. That's what he said.
They can build, Boring can build in Florida as well, and we've already seen that happening. But, staying with California here, Steve, I mean, you're already in the thick of wildfire season. Updated infrastructure, big part of preventing the fire. So what improvements do you intend to make to prevent basically the type of destruction that we saw last year in Los Angeles? Loss of life, loss of property.
Well, the first point is that we've got to manage our forests better, and that doesn't even require new infrastructure. You just have to end the extreme environmentalism that puts the protection of a little species of plant ahead of sensible measures to create fire breaks. That would have prevented a big part of the destruction in the Palisades fire. Same in the Sierras in the Northern California, where you've got to manage the forest better. But on top of that, with water, we're talking about a state now with 40 million people nearly. We haven't built any new water infrastructure, even though bonds have been passed to pay for it, since the state had around 20 million people. That's ridiculous. And so I've got a whole list of specific projects, for example, completing the Sites Reservoir, raising Shasta Dam, completing the South Folsom Canal. These are all sensible infrastructure projects that would massively increase the amount of water storage and distribution that we have. So we never have those scenes repeated in California.
Well, Steve, before you go, I do want to ask you, from a basic transportation overview of the state of California, the large state of California, looking at the roads, looking at the bridges, what is one of the first transportation projects that you want to do if and when you become the next governor of California?
Well, I would go back to where we started, which is widening the 99 highway, which can be a choke point for our farmers getting their product to market. But the other point, we've just got to improve all our roads. We have the highest gas tax in the country, highest vehicle registration, which is supposed to pay for roads, and yet we're rated 50th out of 50 for the quality of our roads. It is completely unacceptable. And one of the reasons is that it costs so much because of the environmental extremism, the unions, the litigation. endless bloat and nonsense standing in the way of sensible, efficient infrastructure.
And that is what we want to see change with the transportation industry in the next 250 years. Steve Hilton, thank you so much for being with us, sir. Appreciate it.
Of course.